Okay, the input units. The input units. Let's take a closer look at the input unit as one of the components of the hardware components of the computer system. The input unit is one of the hardware components of your computer. So we already know what the input is. We already know what input devices are. We will take a closer look at just one of them. Input devices are devices for entering commands and data into the computer system. Example, your keyboard, your mouse, your scanner, joystick, light pen, microphone, card reader. Those are some of the input devices. So we will take a closer look at one of them. Let's consider one of the input device, just one. We will take a closer look at just one of the input units of the computer system. Um, and that input unit is the computer keyboard. The computer keyboard. I believe most of us uses Android phone. Nobody taught you how to type with your phone. If you want to make call, nobody taught you how to type. You learn it unconsciously. You learned it unconsciously. But when it comes to typing with the computer keyboard, you have to be trained. There is a special software that you will need to use, the Mavis Beacon. There's a special software that you will need to use, the Mavis Beacon will help you learn how to type. I will not tell you to go to typing school to learn how to type fast. If you have already been into the typing school, no problem. You type faster than somebody who doesn't have the opportunity to learn typing. But that doesn't mean that if you don't go to typing school, you will not be able to type. When I was really focusing on working with the computer, I can type to an extent, though I'm not a professional typist. But with the help of the Mavis Beacon, we will take a closer look at the Mavis Beacon as we progress. You will be able to type effectively. So this is the desktop keyboard. This is the flexible keyboard. This is the desktop keyboard. This is the flexible keyboard. What makes them different is just the architecture. Is uh this one is flexible, but you can fold this thing, put it inside your bag and move with it. If you're a student, your laptop keyboard is having faults, it's not typing well, and you need a keyboard to be used, so you can make use of this flexible keyboard. This is the desktop keyboard. It is not flexible, it is rigid. So pictorially, these are your computer keyboard. They come in different architecture, they come in different shapes and sizes. So there are many keyboards with differences in the number of keys. There are different keyboards with differences in the number of keys, the layout of the different keys, and the interface. When we say the interface, we mean the ports. If you take a closer look at this is the interface where you plug it into your computer system. Where you plug it into your computer system. This is your desktop keyboard. This is the laptop keyboard or the flexible keyboard. Also come with an interface. So this is the interface. So that is the port. We call it port. The most common is a QE keyboard, which is named after the keys on the top rows of the keyboard. If you check your keyboard at the top row, your left hand side, you will see uh, the alphabet key, and it start with QWERT. So the most common keyboard we use, you if you check, this is not visible, but if you check, you see QW key ERT. So that is the type of keyboard we are analyzing here. So we name it the QWERT keyboard. So the primary keyboard types are, there are different types of keyboard, and we will not go into that. We just want to let you know that this is for the maintenance student. The primary enhanced keyboard with 101 keys, window keyboard with 104 keys. If you see a keyboard and it is 101 keys, um, that those keyboards are called enhanced keyboard. They don't come with window key. They don't come with window key. If you look at your keyboard, when we will be analyzing the keyboard, you see the window key. So the other keyboards that come with 104 keys with the window key, we call it the window keyboard. So PC keyboard, and we have the ATX keyboard with 86 keys. There are obsolete. You don't see them again in the market. So 80 keyboard, we have the 80 keyboard and the ATX keyboard. With the 80 keyboard is what 84 keys that are obsolete also. So we will just concentrate with just one type of keyboard. When if you know how to use one type of keyboard, or you are familiar with the key, any keyboard you see, you don't need to look at which type of keyboard is this. It's just for emphasis. It's just for emphasis. So the computer keyboard is one of the basic system components, which is the primary input device. I don't know how you will use the computer without the keyboard. I don't know. You can use your laptop without the external keyboard, but the two of them must be available before you will be able to use your computer effectively. The keyboard and the mouse, because they are the basic input units. There are the basic input unit. So your keyboard and your mouse and your monitor must be working. In fact, the whole computer system must be functional for you to use your computer effectively. So the computer keyboard is used to enter commands and data into your computer. So the computer keyboard is divided into different sections. Uh, Different people have different ways of talking about the computer keyboard, and you just get to understand different school of thought will divide the computer keyboard into different sections. That is not the point here. All you need to know is you want to use the computer keyboard, and know that your computer keyboard, we have inside the computer keyboard, we have the alphabet keys. We will take a closer look at each of the key, what it is used for. Alphabet keys. When we say alphabet keys, there are the keys that you use to type the letters of the alphabet A to Z. The numeric key parts, we inside the computer keyboard, we also have the numeric key parts. When we say the numeric key part, those are the keys we use to type numbers. If you want to type 1000, you won't go and press alphabet keys, except you want to type it in Word. You want to type it in Word. If you want to type it in figures, you need to use the numeric keypad. So the cursor and screen control keys. If you want to move, you have the left, the down arrow key, the up arrow key, the right arrow key, the left arrow key. We have the page up. Those are the cursor or screen control key. Some people call it navigation key. The function keys, we will take a closer look at each of these keys. We will take the computer keyboard in detail. We will take the computer keyboard in detail. So the function keys, if you take a closer look at your keyboard, you have from F1 to F12. From F1 to F12, those are your function keys. You have the special keys. You have the special keys like uh, your control key, your shift key, your function key, your alt key, and other keys that you can find in on top of your keyboard. So we sum them up and we call them the special keys. The special keys. The special keys. Those are the special keys. You have the modifiers key as well. So the way another person will classify or divide the computer keyboard might be different from what I am saying here, but it's all the same. So we talk about the alphabet keys. If you say the alphabet keys, you can see the QWERT I was talking about. So these are the alphabet keys, A to Z. You can see these are the alphabet keys. They are basically used for typing. Then we have the numeric keys. The numeric keys, if you come here, you see numlock and you have numbers, and you also have other keys up and down. Like this one, you have 7 and you have home. If you want to use numbers, you click on numlock. That is when you will be able to use the numbers here. We say activate. In computer we say activate. So if you want to use the home key, the page up, the arrow down, the left and the right, assuming these arrow keys are not working, assuming these your arrow keys are not working, so you can use your left key, your right key, your left key, your down arrow key, your up arrow key, your page up by pressing the by deactivating the num lock, by deactivating the num lock. So these are the function keys. These are the function keys, F1 to F12. We will talk about what they are used for. These are the arrow keys. These are the arrow keys. These are the home keys, special keys, and indicator keys. And which other component? We say numeric keys, we have seen it. Function keys, yes, there are special keys. We talk about alphabet keys. I've shown you the alphabet keys A to Z. Numeric keys, I've shown you the numeric keys 1 to 0 to 9. Cursor and screen control keys, we talked about that. That is the up, the down, the right and the left keys, the page up, page down, and other ones. Then we have the function keys, F1 to F12. We have the special keys like your shift key, your control key, and every other key, escape key, the special key. I, by the special grace, we have to take a closer look at each of the key on the computer keyboard and what it is used for. This will help us use the computer effectively, the computer keyboard effectively. If you don't know how to use the computer keyboard effectively, you will not be fast when you are typing. Even though you are not into maybe business center typing for customers, even when you are using your computer in your house, you have to be very fast. We talked about the characteristics of a computer. Let not make it that your computer is fast. You bought a very nice computer, but you are not able to use it effectively because you are not fast when you are typing. So we will take a closer look at each of these computer key and what it is used for. Each of these computer key and what it is used for. By that, you will be able to adequately maneuver your way when you are browsing online, you are typing a proposal, you are typing a quotation for your client, and the all-round usage of your computer, when you are able to work very well with your mouse and your computer keyboard, every other thing will be story. So we will take a closer look at each of these computer key and how you can use it.